Welcome, everyone, to the L7C podcast Dragon Ball edition. Today, we're going to be going over Dragon Ball Super chapter number 73, titled Goku vs. Granolah. And we have our Dragon Ball expert with us, Mitch Oso. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing well, sir. How are you this afternoon?
I am doing well. Thank you. And as I said, we're going to be going over chapter 73, which was a lot of action. And we're going to give our quick summary of what happened in the chapter and then go from there. And I will actually be giving the summary a little bit this time. We're going to switch it up and then we will go from there. So if you read the last chapter, you saw it ended with Goku going Super Saiyan Blue about to fight Granolah. Starts right off with that. It's actually a couple of pages of those two going right at it in between the wood, punch for punch, blast for blast, kick for kick. And it's very action packed. You don't even get any dialogue on it until page 12, where then you see Goku at Super Saiyan Blue mixing Ultra Instinct with Super Saiyan Blue. So we have that confirmed as well. Granolah is really not that too afraid of it because he's already figured out Ultra Instinct, which is wild that we're having a new quote unquote villain just say that out of the blue. Goku said Blue plus Ultra Instinct won't be that easy to counter. So then Goku is getting the best of him there. And then he pulls up right into Granolah's face for his old school Dragon Ball fans who remember when he warped Kamehameha Cell. Kind of gave us a reminiscing of that because he pulled up and did a super Kamehameha right in Granolah's face. And then you have Vegeta consistent seeing the explosion and one of the heaters, the big one who was watching. Fish, do you remember that guy's name?
His name is Oil.
Oil. So Oil was there watching. Granolah got and Goku's down as well. And Goku's back to normal. And Granolah's talking about stronger attacks. Those won't help you. His right will see everything. He said no matter what transformation you use, they'll always have a weakness. So there'll never be no openings. And Goku actually said something that Mitch, you've talked about for the past couple of weeks now. Ultra Instinct should have no weaknesses. We were told this was going to be the be-all, end-all. So if it's anything, Goku said he's lacking the training with it. So Mitch, I did want to give you a shout out to that because you've been saying that for every month that Ultra Instinct should have no weaknesses.
I'm glad that they actually put that in the chapter just because they acknowledge it. So maybe they're not trying to deviate off of Ultra Instinct and what it's been hyped up since the beginning. So that was a pleasant surprise just to see that Goku blamed it on itself for it not being, perfected and went on and so forth. But yeah, pretty good. I'll let you continue.
And then right from that, Goku said he's not used to using Ultra Instinct as Super Saiyan. He's still going. Granolah said there's going to be no excuses. You people are dying here. You'll never get that. And then Granolah did something very interesting. He put his hands in the air, and then you saw something come out of the ground, which engulfed Goku. And Goku had to use instant transmission to get out. And he instant transmissions himself. Right. And Goku said that move looked like Moro's, where I think, Mitch, this is where that dragon just gave him the strongest people's moves at the time of his wish. Because now if he's doing a move similar to Moro's, he had a move similar to Goku's with instant. He had a move similar to, Vegeta's now. Moro's just doing moves. He has no idea. Vegeta's not strong much, and Vegeta is then telling Goku that he may know who Granolah is from the place that they're at, and then he explains how these stands were ordered by Frieza to take them out. And they called him a tribe full of snipers, which I don't really know if I like that term, but it was all right. And then Vegeta talks about how Mackie and Oil played them for full, so I guess the jig is up. And then Oil is just like, it's like there's no turning back now as he's on the phone. Goku then asks Vegeta, should we try and convince him we're not bad guys? And Vegeta's like, I doubt it. He wants to kill us all, so probably him. Goku said, I gotta beat him first. And Vegeta does ask if he's still playing the fight. Then Goku says, I haven't whipped out Ultra Instinct at full power. And then Vegeta says, how to resort to that in the end, huh? The next page, I do like this picture, Mitch, after Goku says that, and you see walking out of the smoke is Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku. I did like that picture. Granola's like, I can't perceive anything. And Goku's like, this is all maintain it for a while. So yeah, that picture was he walked in mastered. And then honestly, from there on, the next couple of pages as mastered UI Goku, Granolah is getting his ass whooped. Just flat out. He can't touch Goku. He is getting pounded. So I know in first reading this, we thought we're like, all right, still Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku, not taking any L's. That's what we thought. And then just kept going page for page. Goku at Mastered UI was just stomping him. So we were like, okay, our suspicions are true. Granola's wish did not make him stronger than Mastered UI Goku because that would be way too OP. Vegeta does say this was fourth wall breaking. Seems as though Kakarot controlled the entire show again. No, we all say that. Not the man. Granolah gets cast into a ball and it feels like as he should have what's going on. And then Vegeta notices that Granola's power is coming from somewhere else. And then Goku's trying to talk to him, the typical Goku stuff, asking how he's trained, that they're not bad guys. We could walk away, we could spar sometime. And Granolah drops the bombshell that he has been underestimating Goku. And he drops the line that I shouldn't have put my power at the start. And the Granolah that we saw, like Goku's been fighting this whole time, is him, but not him. So he made a clone, which we have not seen this in Dragon Ball. He made a clone to this extent. He made a clone, an illusion of himself with about maybe half of his power. And the other one was hiding because he wanted to save his energy for Frieza. Because remember, in Granola's mind, Frieza's still the strongest. Vegeta tells Goku that his real body's over there. And by the time Goku notices, he gets hit again in his vital spot. And he's out of Mastered UI. He's back to normal. His eyes go white. And he goes flying through a rock. And it almost looks like he's dead. And then Granolah talked about he decided to clone or Frieza, like I said. But he took some time. And he said he knew we could find a weak spot in Goku eventually because that UI form actually drops over time in the silver hair form. Granola's about to go finish off Goku, then Vegeta stops in. Vegeta talks about how he's pressing down Goku's vitals again. Vegeta tells Granolah that Goku's not going to be up for a while. I'm your opponent now. And Vegeta starts talking some trash, saying, die, why don't you join the rest of the tribe? You would plan on killing every last Saiyan, and I'll use on around tribe that's about to go extinct. Brilliant. And next chapter will hit July 20th with Vegeta versus Granolah. So, Mitch, I guess beginning wise, how did you feel about the first part with Super Saiyan Blue mixed with Ultra Instinct going against Granolah?
The presentation of this chapter with that beginning part pretty solid. I mean, we went right into action. We see Goku and Granolah just going at it, and they're like what you said at the beginning. They're flying through the forest, and they're outmaneuvering each other and just pulling out all the stops. And the artwork by Toritaro, it's fantastic in this scene. Very detailed, very sophisticated drawings and whatnot. One of the panels that was pretty sweet was whenever they were, going through the forest, and all of a sudden, so Granolah flying through the forest, and Goku's chasing right behind him, and he's trying to blast Granolah, and Granolah uses his one of his I don't want to call it a rope, but one of his headbands or whatnot, wraps it around a tree and whipped himself back around to kick Goku right in the face. Pretty sweet. Something that we haven't really seen too much about. But what that does is when Goku catches himself, Granolah charges right at him. And what I think is a good panel is on page 8 here. It shows Goku, he's dodging Granolah's punch. And it's kind of a weird dodge method, but Goku uses his forearm to block the punch. Obviously, you would never use that in real life. But the punch is so strong that Goku actually makes a remark that it hurt. So, I mean, Goku, Super Saiyan Blue, feels the weight of Granolah's punches. So Granolah is not a joke. And they keep fighting, and then, well, that's what happens. And then what you said that Goku does a warp Kamehameha essentially, and goes right at Granolah and just blasts the hell out of him in a sweet scene, reminiscent of what happened to Cell. Just the difference is that Granolah wasn't blasted to smithereens. He essentially just got up and just kept going at it. So yeah, that first part, pretty sweet. I'd give that probably an A plus, 10 out of 10, just for that section. So
then you go to the second part that we talked about, and Goku and Vegeta are talking. Well, first off, how do you feel about Granolah just whipping out Moro's move now?
So, like what you had said, the dragon just gave Granolah all of these different moves across the universe. So now we can tell that he can do anything. He can do and even the characters that maybe we don't know of who have special abilities, Granolah now knows it. So, if the Yardrats know something else that Goku and Vegeta were never taught, he knows it. I want to know what is the limitations, though, because this must be, the wish must only grant him abilities of the mortals. So divine beings he can't learn the techniques from like a divine being like a Beerus. But since like Vegeta, for example, learned how to Hakai, being a mortal, Granolah could learn that technique, which then I would imagine Ultra Instinct, is the power of the gods, which I don't know where that falls in. Like, if Granolah can Hakai, why didn't he learn Ultra Instinct? But I guess on the flip side, Goku doesn't have it mastered, and there's no mortal that hasn't mastered in Universe 7 that we know of. So I guess that must be the explanation. But Vegeta's barely mastered how to Hakai, but Granolah has demonstrated that ability right whenever he made the wish. So the only thing that really, I think it's sweet that Granolah knows how to do Moro's attacks. That must mean, though, that he can learn dead people's abilities. So basically, anyone who ever was alive or is alive, or maybe hell people in the future, I don't know. Or that means that instead of Granolah being dead or Moro being dead, maybe Moro is still alive. Or maybe he learned it from 7-3, because 7-3 is technically still alive. So I'm ready to hear the explanation as to how he knows Moro's ability. What can that dragon really do? But yeah, that's pretty clever, pretty out of the blue technique. Definitely was caught off guard by that.
So what did you feel about the next part? I mean, after the Goku Vegeta talking to each other about where Granolah is from, and Vegeta realizing they've been played as fools, we have Mastered Ultra Instinct come out. Did you think MUI was going to show up this early?
No, I did not. But I think it was kind of needed, because everyone has said that Granolah is the strongest in the universe, and he has to go up against what we know as the strongest technique in the universe, and that's MUI. But before that, the one thing I do want to mention, because you had brought up, the dialogue between Goku and Vegeta. Mm-hmm. I like, for Vegeta to know about the Ceruleans makes sense, but I was hoping that at the end of the chapter 72, I meant, when Goku said, "I know who Granolah is," I was hoping that he would actually know who he was specifically. Like, was he, like a fallen prince, kind of like himself, or was he a descendant of someone that he fought? You know what I mean? That's what I was hoping for, because I thought, that would make for a good story plot. Vegeta, Prince of Saiyans; Granolah, Prince of Ceruleans. Both races were wiped off the face of the universe by Frieza. There's that would have been a plot point I would have loved, but it doesn't look like that's what it was. Instead, Vegeta knows that, he's part of a race of snipers that we were told to get rid of by Frieza. Yawn. Yawn. Boring. All right. So, to be honest with you, that's the weakest part of this chapter, is just, in my eyes, is that Vegeta he only knows them just based off of their race as a whole. So, oh well.
Then you have MUI just stomping Moro. I know. How did you feel about that?
It was nice that, when we watched, and I'm going to build off of how I accidentally mistaken what you said there. It was nice seeing, MUI go against Moro, with his angel powers, and Goku was, he either held his own or he won, essentially. So that's kind of the bar that we have right now. So Granolah being the strongest in the universe, it's kind of hard to put, where is that in comparison to Moro with angel powers. I would imagine, in theory, Moro with angel powers is still stronger than any mortal. But let's just say, they're on the same, they're on par with each other. The fact that MUI was still stomping him was great. It was great. It makes the transformation that much more powerful. It tells you where they are in the tiers. What made it even better, well, in terms of Granolah, not in terms of Goku, Goku he's just chit-chatting. And then he tells Granolah the secret, and that is basically, while in MUI, time just needs to pass because he cannot hold the form, right? And Granolah, being this super smart, this really high intellect fighter, granted, he didn't know that whenever he split himself into a clone, but he utilized that fact to wait until Goku, until the form became less effective. So Goku, being the typical idiot that he's been in the past, just doesn't take his opponent seriously. Kind of a rehashed plot point, but it turned out that Granolah used it to his advantage for a different version of the plot, and made it sweet.
Yeah, so that different version that we talked about, with him being split in two, and I just want to
who knows that technique?
Yeah,
that's not a multi-form. That's not. Well, I mean, I guess it could be. It could be a multi-form. But Granolah doesn't even say that he split his power in half. He just says that he just split off. Just put some power into this clone. For any of the listeners who they follow any fan mangas, there's the one that Unreal Gaming posts about all the time, and that's with the Universe 13 Angel Mirrors. And Mirrors, he has sent clones all throughout the multiverse. And they're all super powerful, if not like on par with the original. So it's kind of like, did did Toriyama and Toritaro, did they actually check out that fan manga, and were they given an idea? Maybe Mirrors is roaming around Universe 7 when the wish is made, but that goes against what I was saying earlier about Granolah not learning MUI, but I digress. But yeah, I want to know what is this copy technique like? Is this it's interesting, but just to know that and we'll just say half-powered, that a half-powered Granolah can stand up to Super Saiyan Blue, and can survive at least against MUI. What does a full-powered Granolah entail? Because I'm sorry, Frieza's going to get killed. Frieza is about Frieza stands no chance, and Granolah has no idea that he is facing his toughest adversaries right now, unless gas is like the end all be all of all antagonists. It's like,
yeah, man, because I'm with you. When he said that he split his clone, I'm like, so Goku was using Super Saiyan Blue mixed with Ultra Instinct and had to resort to MUI against a clone. I was like, what the hell are we really dealing with here? I don't know, man. This is bad. And then Goku gets hit once and he goes like 50 yards away.
Oh, he gets sent across the planet, man. He just gets, and I just can't believe how fast Granolah is. That he is, his original is sitting in his spaceship, and his clone is sitting on the ground, and it is far away. But Vegeta checks it out though and sees it, and then out of nowhere, even though MUI is winding down, the fact that is that Granolah came out of nowhere and hit the vital point on Goku's heart and effed him up, and it effed him up so quickly that he fell out of Ultra Instinct right when the tip of his finger touched him. It's insane.
So I guess going forward, because now Vegeta said it's his turn. Dude, what the hell is Vegeta about to do against a no-clone Granolah? Like, I feel like he's going to get annihilated.
There is nothing Vegeta can do unless, and this is, no outside interference. There's only two things that Vegeta has that could potentially help him at all. And that is, the obvious one is that he's going to try to use, he's going to try to Hakai Granolah, which I guess we'll find out if Granolah even knows what's about to happen and how he'll respond to it. But if Granolah knows how to Hakai himself, can they try to Hakai each other? Will Granolah win that Hakai fight? And then will Vegeta just be completely erased? Or will we find out that, Vegeta's earring prevents him from being destroyed, like by Hakai energy? And it's going to be interesting. Or this is, the long shot prediction. I don't believe this will want to happen, but it'd be kind of funny if you want to. They did mention the moral arc, so maybe, it always has a chance, and that is Vegeta uses his forced fission spirit technique, and we find out that all of the energy that Granolah has received over time, while his is not his in that moment. So then, Vegeta weakens him because he hasn't earned that energy at that moment in time yet. I don't know. That's a stretch. I understand. But I don't know what else he's going to do. I'm waiting for Gas to come and fuck up Granolah, because that's the only way these guys are surviving. And I don't know. I feel like someone needs to die between Goku and Vegeta to make Granolah really sweet. So it looks like if that will happen, Vegeta's going to be the one that gets killed. But Vegeta's way too arrogant right now.
Yes, that's what I wanted to That's what I wanted to bring up, bro. Like he just saw MUI Goku just get like he got touched once and now he's down and this isn't a cloning. He's coming in talking that good shit. Like when he showed up against Moro, but at least against Moro, he had a secret weapon we didn't know about. There's nothing new that Vegeta's gonna pull out that Super Saiyan Blue evolution is not gonna do it.
Seriously. I mean, all he has is Hakai as far as we're concerned. So I mean, Vegeta's going to get found, man. He is about to be blindsided by something special, and I don't know if he's going to survive it. I really don't.
Like, there's no way Vegeta can think he's stronger than MUI Goku. There's no way.
Maybe he's going to make Beerus proud, and maybe Vegeta kills Granolah, and then Gas comes, stomps him, and then they go hiding because they can't beat Gas for whatever reason, and then they have to bring back Granolah somehow. That's a plot twist. The Saiyans having to revive a Cerulean that they wiped out off the face of the universe to fight the Heaters. I don't know. There's another story plot that it's good in theory, probably never will happen. So,
bro, it's also the fact too that Vegeta is talking this trash in base form right now. Like, bro, what are you about to do? And you said it earlier, man, because we said Frieza needs to be back by the summer. I don't know if Frieza wants to show up now because this ain't the fight for him.
Frieza should not show up. Frieza needs to find, the new Dragon Ball movie needs to come out. They need to introduce Cooler and then introduce Golden Cooler, and then they need to fuse because that's the only way in which they're standing a chance is a double Cooler Frieza.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, Frieza's going to kill. Like he better be training. He better be training all the time.
Unless he's still looking for Broly. I'm really still on the fact that a clone version of Granolah was taken into a Super Saiyan Blue Ultra Instinct inside Goku. And I guess this is the manga, so I would assume it was perfected Super Saiyan Blue Goku. And like Goku had to go MUI against a clone. Like it's literally going MUI against a minion before the actual real boss of a video game shows up.
Yep, it really is. Using your special attack before you even get to the final level. It's a shame. It makes you feel bad. It doesn't give you any sense of comfort to think that you're going to get past them. Yeah, it a clone. God, good Lord.
So what page do you think when Vegeta's? Because I'm already gonna say it, unless I don't want it to happen. Obviously, it's gonna happen when Vegeta's getting stomped by Granolah. What page do you think Gas comes in and just wrecks everyone? Like page 15?
I would assume Gas comes at the end of the chapter because at some point. So I think this fight's going to start off probably. If anything, it might actually show Granolah toying with Vegeta. Vegeta not getting like hurt, but it's clearly obvious that he doesn't stand a chance against Granolah. And then Vegeta then just tries to Hakai him. There's probably going to be some dialogue in there too, obviously, to advance the plot. Maybe we'll see a panel of Granolah or of Gas and Alec coming down from their spaceship and meeting up with Oil. But yeah, Vegeta will try to Hakai. Something will happen there, and then Gas will show up at the end of the chapter.
Because even for the people who are like, oh, maybe he'll mix Hakai with Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, a Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Hakai Vegeta still in my mind is not stronger than MUI Goku until proven otherwise. So he is, and MUI Goku just lost a fairly full power Granolah as we've seen now, which is why like he's gonna get killed, man. I'm actually getting nervous for next month.
Yeah, next month is going to be really exciting. It really is. I mean, Goku MUI. I mean that's the best fighting technique out there. It is I mean, if you're trying to have a showdown, that's the technique you want to have. Vegeta, though, with Hakai and being weaker, it's just a cheat code, man. It's like, playing Grand Theft Auto back in the day, and you just got sick and tired of the cops, and you just punched in the code, and all the stars went disappeared. Or you gave yourself invincibility, and you just made yourself OP. It's just that's basically Hakai. Now, good, Vegeta or Goku tried to Hakai Zamasu, and you remember how that actually was working. Like in an anime when Beerus Hakai'd Zamasu, like Zamasu didn't have a chance to save himself in the anime. Once Beerus did it, he was gone. He was dead. But in the manga, Goku tried to Hakai Zamasu, and as he's getting erased, he reaches through a portal to grab Mai and stops the Hakai from happening. So it's not as instantaneous as what it was shown in the anime. Would Granolah be able to get himself out of being a Hakai? So it's I wonder how the approach would be taken. Is it like anime Hakai, or is it going to be the manga Hakai? So
yeah, this is rough, man. Like, and do we start thinking about fusion?
I mean, I think fusion will always be in the fans' minds, but I don't want fusion all the time, because I think it's a very easy plot line to jump to. But it's like, I think if Goku and Vegeta fuse, Granolah stands no chance, clone or not. And I don't think I don't think anyone stands a chance against an MUI Gogeta with Hakai. No, nope, no chance, nowhere. Beers doesn't stand a chance. Borderline Whis is the only one that stands a chance, only because he's mastered Ultra Instinct. But I mean, if Gogeta would know it better than Goku does, then we're talking about Angels are our only hope of stopping that character.
Yeah, and I agree with that, because that would be a lot of. You got MUI, Hakai, Force Spirit, Fission, Vegeta. And I only just brought it up because once Vegeta gets his ass whooped next month in like the first 6 pages, because he is talking way too cocky right now that he is going to get stomped.
Yeah, it's going to be bad.
Like,
are you tired of that kind of format though? Like we get these new villains, and Goku, Vegeta go fight them. They think they're going to do fine. They get their asses beat, and regardless of the order. It could be Goku first, Vegeta first. They go get their ass beat. They almost die. They somehow get away. They train, power up. I don't know if they're going to train so much, unless they're going to train MUI again, and Vegeta learns like how to Hakai some more. I mean, and then they're going to go fight somebody, and they're not going to win again. So it's like, are we in a loop? Is this deja vu?
yeah, I think we're in a loop. I think with Moro though, like they didn't know what Moro could do at the beginning, so that caught them by surprise. Because let's be honest, Vegeta should have beat Moro. Like that should have been the end. Like when he came back with Force Spirit Fisher, and then we had that nonsense of him eating 7-3 and getting stronger. But yeah, I understand like the loop. Like
you can say that though with Granolah. They don't know what Granolah does. They don't know about these clones or how powerful he is. Or
that's true. That's true. That is true. And I don't know if they'll get a. I don't. But with Granolah, I don't know if they'll get a second crack at it though. Like, I don't know if they're getting rematches.
It'll be nice if the Heaters really become the third adversary. I don't want them like at the end of this arc. Like Granolah can be like considered a good guy, but I don't want him to be considered an ally. I want a new strong character like Jiren. Like Jiren should be doing more stuff. Moro's dead. Moro's evil. That's fine. But Granolah, where's Broly? We need Broly.
Yeah.
Broly is a super powerful dude, still alive. He's not trying to kill anyone, so Goku and Vegeta aren't trying to kill him. But I mean, he could be, and he's a Saiyan. Like that lines up with this. A super strong Saiyan going up against Granolah that isn't Goku or Vegeta. Like, it needs to happen. Unless that's where Frieza's at.
I mean, that's what I was gonna say. Last time we left the movie, he said they needed to make a new controller thing ASAP so they could control Broly. So unless he's going there still to get him, but I don't know why Frieza's going there because Frieza will get his ass whooped by him.
Yeah.
Unless, like you said, Frieza's been training because Frieza trained for 4 months and went from the dude who got sliced up by Super Saiyan 1 Trunks to 4 months of training being on par with Super Saiyan Blue Goku. So if he's been training this whole time, maybe, but we don't know. But Granola's too strong, man. He's too strong. He's the real.
Yep.
It's wild. I'm just going through these things. Yeah, but Mitch, anything else?
Waiting for July 20th to get here. I'm ready for Vegeta to surprise me, and then I'm waiting for Granolah to bring me back down to reality. So
yeah, because with the Vegeta training, we only saw him break rocks. Like that is not gonna be enough.
No, not at all.
Someone's gonna save him. I hope it's your prediction. I hope it's Gas, and Gas just comes here just killing everybody, and we finally get to see what he does. I don't know if Whis is gonna pop up out of nowhere and just take them to their planet again and talk about their ass whooping, but
no, that's the thing. I didn't even consider Whis saving the day. I didn't consider that at all because he has to be watching this shit.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I guess that would be nice. Beerus come and save the day or something.
Ooh, where we actually, because remember that manga chapter against Moore where Beerus is like, all right, I need to step in. And we were just like, wait, what?
Yeah. Hopefully that would be sweet. I would prefer that. Yeah. Even though it's lining up Gas, a Beerus intervention is much needed.
I have to wait and see. July 20th.
July 20th.
Next month, and keep you Dragon Ball Heroes will keep you over as they just dropped a latest episode, which was good too. So
it's so good. Their animation's so good. The anime. Now there was a frame in Heroes where when Black and Goku or Ultra Instinct Omen Goku were fighting. It was funny. Someone paused on it. It was whenever Black was trying to kick Goku in the face. Mm-hmm. And right before his foot actually hit Goku's face, you saw Goku's face and his skin color, right? But his eyes were offset on the frame. So it didn't actually look like his Goku's right eye was halfway off his face and his left eye didn't even exist. So a little nitpick, but I'm like, okay, let's not slack on the animation here because this is the coolest thing we got going on.
And with that being said, that is it for our review analysis of Dragon Ball Super chapter number 73, Goku vs. Granolah. A lot of action, a lot of questions. We're definitely really intrigued on what Vegeta's going to do next month and how long he's going to last until Gas and them get here. And we're going to go from there. Definitely want to thank all of the listeners. Below many different parts of we need to make sure to rate, comment, subscribe, listen to, and let us know what you're thinking of Granolah. Do you think MUI going down that was too early, or MUI should have been the finish, or What is Sakai gonna do? How strong is gas? It's built up to be super strong. What technique he has? We're just gonna have to find that out on July 20th. And thank you, Mitch, for being our Dragon Ball expert and being on with us today. Can't wait to have you back next month.
Absolutely. Look forward to it. So have a good night, everyone. Thanks again for listening, and we'll talk next time.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the L7C podcast. Be sure to like, rate, review, and subscribe to the channel. Follow us on all social media platforms, and we'll be talking to you guys soon. Take care.